Hello and welcome. I am Maestra Teacher and this is my 5th grade Oasis channel. I've been a teacher for more than 20 years. I've taught gen ed and bilingual classes as well. In today's video, I would like to share with you how I introduce or do a simple lesson related to teaching text structure or organizational patterns to 5th graders. To put it in a very simple way, text structure refers to the way an author writes a text to achieve a certain purpose. You have to teach this standard in 5th grade, and students must learn what are the main 5 different kinds of text structures or organizational patterns, and they must be able to figure out what is the author's purpose. Why did this author chose this specific text structure to deliver his or her message? I would like to share with you now how I did this text structure lesson this week using the I do, we do, you do teaching model. For the I do part of this lesson, you are going to see here that I have my PowerPoint or Google slide presentation. I believe this one was in a Google Slides. And you have to begin assuming that the students have never learned about text structure before, because maybe they didn't. These students have been out of school for a year and a half, some of them. So you cannot assume that they know anything from the previous grade. Just teach it as they have never heard of it before. So begin a direct lesson with direct and explicit instruction on what is text structure. You have to teach them the definition. You have to teach them that text structure, again, is how an author organizes the information that they're writing to achieve a specific purpose. That's very important that they understand. And then also direct teaching includes the 5 different text structures that exist. You can use different an anchor chart. There's different videos, 5 different kinds of text structures. You teach them cause and effect, compare and contrast, sequence of events, problem solution, and description. And talk about the pictures and why those pictures are there. They will remember if they remember the picture. You can also present some examples of different paragraphs and tell the students why each of the paragraph is the structure it is. Present 1 paragraph for cause and effect, present 1 paragraph for compare and contrast, and so on. You do it first, you read the paragraph, and you explain to the students why. You can highlight keywords, you can circle or underline important sentences to guide the student as of why that paragraph is that specific text structure. For the we do part of the lesson, then you're going to begin practicing with the students. You can begin by, again, this time you can present another paragraph, and this time you can do it together with them. You can present paragraphs like this one. They can be in English, or if you're teaching a bilingual class, you can do it in Spanish. Present a paragraph, have them talk it over at their tables to see if they're able to find out first among themselves what is the structure of this specific paragraph. Practice that several times. They can help each other out, or you can give them hints, and together you basically practice, and or themselves at their tables, they can practice together and come up with what kind of text structure it is. Another activity you can do for the we do is that you can give them a short passage, and again, they could work on it in pairs or as a team, or you can do it together with the whole class, where you guys read together and annotate important keywords in each of the paragraphs or each of the readings to identify which one is the text structure that belongs there. For the last part of the lesson, the you do, just students already receive direct explicit instruction from you, the teacher, on what is a text structure, the different kinds, and how it helps the author achieve a purpose. then you should have practiced with them together, or they have practiced together in teams, and you informally assess them to make sure that they understand the concept, that they are able to identify each one of them, that they're able to see a paragraph and identify which structure it is based on that paragraph. Then you go to the last step when they have to do it alone. For my class, the way I assess them, I wanted to do a little bit harder to make sure that they know this structure correctly. So what I did was I prepared this chart that you see here. It's in my own handwriting. I like doing, I'm old school and I like doing worksheets with my own handwriting. So I did this chart here, and on the first part of this chart, I wrote down the name of the structure it is, as you can see here, problem solution, comparing contrast. And then in the second part of the chart, the second column, I gave them a theme or topic that they are going to base their paragraph, because they have to write one paragraph for each of the structures. For example, if it's descriptive, I put here descriptive. And what is the theme or topic? They had to describe me in a paragraph, our school. So, and the same thing for the different topics and the different structures. So throughout the last part of the lesson, you give them time to write down a paragraph original of them for each of the text structures and for each of the themes. After they're done writing it, you check on it and see if there's anyone having trouble. As you can see here, I did the same activity for the English students and the ones who did the bilingual students as well. They did it in Spanish. You can see I did have one or two that were able to quickly write some of them, but they got stuck in another. So those students who you still see that are stuck writing in certain paragraphs, or they didn't understand one of the concepts, you can then take them apart in small group and reteach the lesson again. You can have them in tutoring, or you can find another way to reteach it for them easier. You can take maybe one structure per day at a time so they can get it slowly. So there you have it. That was my lesson for that day. The day after that, then I continue reviewing the text structures, and we went over them again, but then we went using the textbook to read the text that we're supposed to be reading that week. And as we were reading, we were identifying in each of the paragraphs of the informational text that we had, the text structure that belonged to each of the paragraphs. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please write down a comment. Let me know how you do text structure. And please subscribe to my brand new channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See you soon.